joining us for another episode of Marketing Made Simple. I'm Brenda Mueller from Marketing for Equestrians, bringing you marketing tips for your equestrian business. So today we're going to talk about, is now a good time to market? And the answer is, of course, yes. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons why now is a good time to market. So COVID has really changed the way we do business right now. Many of us took a hit during the shutdown, 2 months of a little slow pace, not being able to connect with our clients. Many of us had to get creative during the shutdown to keep generating money to make the payments by the end of the month. And COVID really created a need for us to connect in different ways with our clients and our customers. So today's 5 reasons are really directed about the COVID situation and why now is time to market. Because I know many of you are saying, well, I didn't make any money, so I really don't have budget. So I really don't want to spend money right now on marketing. But we're going to touch base on a couple different topics that might get you to be thinking a little bit differently. And the first reason why you should market right now is timing. If you wait until you need clients, it's already too late. You needed to start getting those leads and getting those potential clients knocking at your door and having conversations with you before you really need them, before you have the stall open, before you have the space on the truck to go to the next horse show, before you have the next horse to come in for training. You need to be thinking a little bit ahead of time and always keeping that chain coming of where the next client is coming from. There's never been a better time to connect with your market right now, and especially to reassure them that your business is still okay, that you are still in business and you are still doing well. So timing wise, because of the COVID, that's one of the reasons why it's a great time to market now. Number 2 is exposure. So social media is up, website traffic is up, anything online is up, YouTube hits are up, basically because people are home, they're not working as much, they're traveling less, they have less personal interaction, so they're looking for that interaction and ways to connect with our businesses in other ways. So because they can't come to the barn or you can't go to the horse shows to sell your horses, you have to have other ways, other streams to create that exposure that now you're not getting so much because of the COVID restrictions. So it's really never been a better time than now to get with digital media and get yourself out there. The third reason why you should market right now is location. There's fewer horse shows, there's less in-person contact, kind of like we talked about exposure, and sometimes the distances are farther. So your favorite local horse shows are not going to go on this winter, like World Equestrian Center in Ohio. I know that's a big market for a lot of people in the Midwest to go to for the wintertime. They sell horses, they make money, they go to the horse show, they interact with people. Well, that's not going to be happening. So people either have to travel farther or they'll be staying home depending on their budgets. So to reach those people, you've got to reach them in a different way now. And there's nothing better than through your marketing at this time to be reaching out to those people who would make a trip to come see a horse, but wouldn't normally just see you at the horse show and say, hey, can I sit on that one? So another thing to think about. The fourth reason why you should market right now is our sport is flourishing. We are so lucky that our sport is one of the independent sports. We don't need to have a team. We don't need to have the whole crew coming for practices. We're able to figure out how to do lessons one-on-one, and it's open enough now that that's easy to do. People with riding school businesses are just flourishing. It's the outdoor of the sport. It's that it's individual. Their other sports are shut down now or limited, very limited. Some are starting to open up. It's still very limited, and people are cautious. Not everybody is going to go run and enroll their kid in the same things they used to. And some people will, but you know, it's a comfort level thing for people. So I think it's a good reason to market now is to take advantage of getting people into our sport and moving people up the ladder in our sport, getting some of those riding school kids to lease a horse and move up, some ideas like that. So really is a great time to take advantage of our sport flourishing. So we're going to take a really short break to hear from our sponsor today, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, and thanks so much for today's sponsor. For a quick review, we've talked about 4 main reasons why you should market now. One being timing. Timing is perfect right now. Exposure. Our exposure on websites, social media is up, so it's a great time to reach out for those people who are already out there looking for a connection. Location. There's fewer horse shows going on. There's fewer events for social interaction and getting our horses seen and the potential for new clients. And 4, our sport is flourishing. Not only that we are an individual sport, but also outdoors. And fall is typically a good season in our business to trade horses. Some people want to move to a different barn. Some people have changed their goals. Some people are looking for some different services. And so they like to do it when the season's over, but before the next season starts. So again, taking advantage of our sport flourishing right now is really a perfect opportunity to market. And the last thing we're going to talk about, the marketing, is investment. Marketing is really an investment in the future of your business. The Small Business Association suggests you budget 6 to 9% of your total gross sales toward marketing every year. Okay, for those of you who aren't really good with math, let's say you did $100,000 of gross sales. Therefore, you would be spending $6,000 to $9,000 a year, at least, sometimes more, depending what you're after, to reach out and get to that audience. So don't fall into the chicken and the egg scenario where sales are kind of down because we had shut down from COVID, and so you decrease your marketing and then your sales goes down even further because you're not keeping your name out there, you're not reaching out for those connections, and so you've kind of got that vicious dog chasing the tail, the chicken for the egg cycle going on. So it's important to always take your business seriously and invest in the future of your business. Even though you might not be able to spend that 9% right now on marketing, you should at least try for 5 to 6% rather than nothing, so that you still can be generating those leads and generating where that next customer is coming from. We all know that it takes a while for people to recognize your brand, know who you are, and if your name's not constantly out there, when they're thinking about making a change, you won't be at the front of their mind. If they keep seeing some articles or keep seeing a social media campaign about somebody's business and they're thinking, hey, yeah, that's somebody I should talk to or I should consider when I'm making my move this fall, and you'll be in their mind, fresh out there, versus them having to dig to find you, have to think about you, have you come up in just a coincidence conversation with somebody who talks about, oh yeah, you should try so-and-so. It's really important to invest in your business and keep yourself out there. So check these 5 basics off your list and you're on your way to making a splash with your marketing.